Hi class, my name's Amanda Nicole Coppinger, and I'm going to go over my Advanced Data Analytics final with you today. Right here, you're going to see the model that I built through SAS Enterprise Miner. You can see through this model that I actually built 12 different models in my diagram, going over the decision tree, regression, and neutral network analysis 4 different times to find the model that would be the most useful to use in my analysis. So I'm going to go over the misclassification rates on each section of models that I built. So for the first model, you can see that I had the decision tree, regression analysis, and neutral network, and my misclassification rates for each one of those. For the second model, I actually came up with the almost identical misclassification rates for those as well. On the third model, I got a little bit more precise misclassification rates in all 3 areas of the decision tree, neutral network, and regression. And then the fourth model, my misclassification rates for my decision tree was 0.383571. For my regression, it was 0.4023. In the neutral network, I had a misclassification rate of 0.415115. And this was actually the model that was most useful due to the least misclassification rate. So what I actually decided to go with when looking at my model was the decision tree 4, and I'll walk through that model with you particularly today. So I exported or imported the final exam data. I did the data partition that was notated in the directions to have 50% training and 50% validation. And then I did a text phrasing import as well. The next thing I did was a text filter. And this is really where I got into how I differentiated each one of the models that I built within my entire diagram and project. So what I did was on the weights, I did my frequency weighting and log, and then my term weighting and mutual information. And when I ran this with my results, I actually dropped 207,323, and I actually kept 434,620 words. So obviously with words, I did a text review instead of numbers. The next thing that I ran was a text cluster, and this is actually where I got a lot of my information. In this text cluster, I had my SVD resolution be high with the maximum SVD dimensions of 50. I did a maximum number of clusters as in 40. And you can see here that I actually got 7 clusters, with cluster 1 having 26% of the results, and cluster 7 having 31% of the results. And to continue with text cluster 4, you can see the term results that we got for all the clusters. But you can see cluster 1 has terms like place, food, service, dessert, pizza, pasta, macaroons, restaurant, always, people, definitely, look, lunch, love, time. And that actually, remember, if it came from 26% of the results. And then cluster 7, my largest cluster at 31% of the results, had terms like flavor, lobster, scallop, sauce, meal, server, cheese, crab, dish, experience, menu, taste, meat, cake, and look. Now, this actually sounds like an excellent cluster and things that I would review on Yelp as well. Bringing on, we'll actually go to the decision tree. And now, out of all of this, the decision tree was my model with my lowest misclassification rate at 0.383571, and it had a number of leaves at 7. All right, well, I want to thank you for reviewing my project today, and I wish all of you luck on your endeavors after this class. And for those of you graduating, congratulations.